Good morning. Let us study today sedimentation velocity method. This is one of the ultracentrifuge method to determine the molecular weight of macromolecules or polymers. On rapid centrifugation, on rapid spinning, there are three forces are acting on the suspended molecule or suspended particle. They are centrifugal force, buoyant force, and frictional force. Under steady state condition, the frictional force is equal to resultant force. Please remember this so that it will be easy for you to study. There are two ultracentrifugation methods to find the molecular weight of polymers or macromolecules. They are sedimentation velocity method. By using this method, number average molar mass is determined. By sedimentation equilibrium method, mass average molar mass of polymer is determined. Let us study sedimentation velocity method. By using this method, the number average molar mass of polymers are determined. Let us centrifuge. Let us spin the polymer sample or biological sample using high centrifugal acceleration. What is ultracentrifugation? The rapid spinning of sample is called ultracentrifugation. There are two forces acting on the suspended molecule on centrifugation in opposite directions. They are centrifugal force causing sedimentation pulling down, buoyant force pulling up. So these two forces are acting in opposite directions. Therefore, the resultant force is equal to centrifugal force minus buoyant force. The centrifugal force is given by m omega square r, whereas the buoyant force is given by ms omega square r, where ms equal to mass of displaced water. When polymer molecule is pushed down, the solvent molecule is pushed up. So mass of displaced water ms. When polymer moves down, the solvent moves up. What is the volume of V is the volume of displaced water or solvent. The density of the solvent is equal to mass of the solvent divided by volume of the solvent. Therefore, on rearranging this, Ms equal to rho E. Here, volume of water displaced is difficult to determine. Therefore, V bar, partial molar volume, is used. What is partial molar volume? You take large volume of solvent in a measuring cylinder. Okay, in a large volume of solvent in a measuring cylinder, you add 1 gram of dry polymer and dissolve it. The increase in volume is nothing but partial molar volume. Therefore, it is defined as the increase in volume when 1 gram of dry polymer is dissolved in a large volume of solvent. This is for 1 gram of what is the volume increase? For 1 gram of dry polymer, V bar, partial molar volume. Volume increased due to m gram of polymer dissolved in solvent. Therefore, V equal to mv bar. Let us substitute V in this expression. Therefore, ms equal to rho into mv bar. Now, the resultant force equal to centrifugal force minus buoyant force ms. Let us substitute ms here. Rho mv bar omega square r. Let us take m omega square r common out. Therefore, 1 minus v bar rho. There is always frictional force when there is a movement of the molecule, because you have solvent molecule and you have polymer molecule, macromolecule. they are moving in opposite directions. Polymer molecule is moving down, the solvent molecule is moving up. Therefore, there is a frictional force which is acting in opposite direction to the resultant force. Therefore, the frictional force is given by the formula F into dr by dt. The dr by dt is called sedimentation rate of sedimentation or sedimentation velocity. F is called frictional constant or frictional coefficient. Under steady state condition, after some time, a steady state is reached. Under steady state condition, the resultant force is equal to frictional force. Therefore, this is the resultant force we have already calculated. This is the frictional force. What is sedimentation coefficient? The sedimentation coefficient of a given polymer of molecular weight is defined as the sedimentation rate or velocity per unit centrifugal acceleration. It is simply the sedimentation velocity for unit centrifugal acceleration. Per unit centrifugal acceleration. Therefore, S equal to the sedimentation coefficient is equal to dr by dt, sedimentation rate or velocity, divided by centrifugal acceleration omega square r. The unit of sedimentation coefficient is Swedberg. This centrifugation method was developed and invented by Swedberg. He received a Nobel Prize in 1926 for discovering this method. 1 Swedberg equal to 10 power minus 13 seconds. The sedimentation coefficient is given by dr by dt divided by omega square r for a given polymer molecule, for a given biomolecule, for a given protein. The sedimentation coefficient is a constant. For example, let us take the polymer dissolve. Let us dissolve the polymer in the solvent. It first floats the boundary. It floats at the top. On centrifugation, the polymer will settle at the bottom slowly. The sedimentation rate. Therefore, the boundary here you have foggy because of polymer, and here it will be clear. There will be boundary. The rate of movement of boundary is followed. Therefore, at time t1, r1, the distance of the boundary or suspended particle. At time t2, the distance is r2. Here r1, r2. So on integration, let us rearrange this equation. Yes, dt here. You bring dt here and omega square dr by r. On integration between the limits r1, r2. T2 minus T1 equal to 1 by omega square ln R2 by R1. Then using Swedberg or using the sedimentation coefficient, the number average molar mass of polymer or macromolecule using this Swedberg equation. This Swedberg equation gives a relation between sedimentation coefficient, which is a constant for a given sample, given protein, or given polymer. It gives the relation between sedimentation coefficient and number average molar mass of the biomolecule. Where R is equal to molar gas constant, T is the temperature, where D is the diffusion coefficient of the polymer, V bar is the partial molar volume of the polymer, rho is the density of the solvent. Thank you for watching.